Welcome to the Get Trauma Informed podcast, dedicated to unraveling the complexities of trauma, its pervasive impact, and the journey towards holistic recovery and realignment. If your radiance has ever felt muted, like I and thousands of others, you're in the right place to reignite your inner light. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast. You've made it. 8 episodes of truth, courage, reflection, and growth. You faced your pain, released your guilt, and started learning what it means to live again. But here's the truth. God didn't bring you this far just to restore you. He brought you this far to release you into purpose, because your recovery isn't just for you. It's for every life that will be touched by the strength you now carry. Today, we're closing this series with a powerful message. It's time to rise and recover, to step into abundance, to walk in purpose, and to help others recover through your story. Welcome back to the Get Trauma Informed podcast. I'm your host, peer-to-peer wellness coach Liz Blanding, and today we're wrapping up our mini trauma recovery talk series on domestic violence and trauma recovery. We've walked through 8 weeks of insight, reflection, and revelation. And together we've uncovered what I call the Bottleneck breakthrough method. It's the framework God gave me during my own recovery journey to support me and now you. Move from blockage to breakthrough, from chaos to clarity, and from survival to abundance. Let's walk through what I've learned and what we've learned step by step. Step number 1, we've identified the bottleneck. We started by naming what has been blocking our flow, the trauma, the fear, the patterns that kept us stuck. Because what we can identify, we can change. We also released the bottleneck. We released the backlog in step number 2. You began to let go of emotional residue, the pain, shame, toxic cycles that no longer serve your recovery. Forgiveness, boundaries, and honesty opened the doors to peace. Step number 3, we reclaimed your flow. You've learned to reconnect your mind, body, spirit, and soul, to breathe again, to feel again, to believe again. This is where recovery begins to feel real. And step number 4, we expanded into connection. You rebuild relationships and community, discovering that love, trust, and faith can exist safely together. You've learned that recovery, it is, or in isolation, is survival. Because recovery in community, guess what? It is restoration. And now step number 5, step into abundance. This is where you rise, where you live from overflow and share the lessons, grace, and faith you've gained to support others find their freedom. Abundance is not perfection. It's peace in motion. It's the freedom to live, love, and serve without being defined by what happened to you. Philippians 1:6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." You are not unfinished. You're unfolding. Every season of struggle was part of God's preparation to build the compassion and wisdom that now lives inside of you. See, in Romans 8:28, it reminds us all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Even the pain, even the tears, even the years you thought were wasted, God is using it all for your good and for someone else's breakthrough. When we rise from trauma, We don't rise for applause. We rise for assignment. Your purpose might look different than what you expected. It might show up in your business, your parenting, and your ministry, or your art, or simply in how you show kindness to the next person still trapped in silence. Your life becomes the evidence that recovery is real and that faith still works. Remember this: purpose is not found in perfection, it's found in progress. John 10:10 says, I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly. That's Jesus speaking directly to your comeback. Abundance means you now have something to give: joy, wisdom, boundaries, peace, testimony. Every healed part of you becomes a seed of recovery for someone else. And like in Revelations 12:11, you will overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of the testimony. Your voice is your victory. Your story is your wisdom. And your recovery is your ministry. Here are 3 ways to live in abundance starting today. Number 1, keep practicing peace. Trauma trained your body to anticipate chaos. Now train it to expect calm. Take daily flow breaks. Breathe, stretch, reflect, and pray. Number 2, give from your overflow. Give out of your saucer, not out of your cup. Help others only from your healed places, not your wounds. Pour wisdom, not weary. We can now choose to live in power versus pity. And number 3, stay connected. Community keeps you grounded. Surround yourself with people who remind you of who you are and not what you've been through. This is the rhythm of abundance, not striving, but thriving and flowing. Our wrap up reflection and journaling for this series starts with an important question. I want you to join me by standing in the mirror and asking yourself, what does stepping in abundance look like for me, in my faith, in my purpose, and in my relationships? Write this in your pathway to trauma recovery journal. Be honest. Be naked with yourself by examining yourself in truth. Dream boldly and thank God for the promise of completion. You made it through the bottleneck, and now your breakthrough is your new beginning. If this series has spoken to you, you're ready for what's next. Living in your recovery every single day is absolutely amazing. You can continue your journey. See, you have the power when you wake up every morning with a blank canvas. You have the power to write your own story, to rewrite your story. You can continue this journey with the Pathway to Trauma Recovery book, your foundational guide to rebuild faith and flow, the Pathway to Trauma Recovery journal, your safe space for reflection and transformation, the All Things Recovery Patreon community, your circle of faith-based recovery, connection, and abundance. And if you feel called to lead others, our Pathway Professional Mentors Association and Oasis Wellness Centers programs are designed to equip you to guide others through their breakthrough. Because your comeback wasn't just for you. It was for the people who will rise because you did. You've identified the bottleneck. You've released the backlog. You've reclaimed your flow. You've expanded into connections. And now you're stepping into abundance. You are proof that a broken brain doesn't mean a broken destiny. Let me repeat that. You are proof that a broken brain does not mean a broken destiny. Oh, that resonates so much with me because that is my story. It means your recovery has purpose and your story has power. We are recovering one breath at a time. Give yourself grace and stay fearless. See you on the inside of the Get Trauma Informed All Things Recovery community. Trauma Informed Girls signing off of this series. Bye for now. It's time to buckle up. No more suffering in silence. Our Power Pack journey to recovery and realignment starts now. Remember, you were collateral damage on someone else's warpath. Trauma is not your fault. Recovery, however, is your responsibility. I'm your host, Wellness Coach Liz Blanding, and this is the Get Trauma Informed podcast.